If you're preparing for the SAP Certified Process Management Consultant, SAP Signavio certification, there's something important you need to know. This exam is no longer about memorizing concepts. Instead, you'll be placed in realistic consulting scenarios and evaluated on how you solve business problems. Many candidates understand the theory, but struggle when asked to apply it. That's why, in this video, you'll work through realistic SAP exam tasks and experience what the performance-based exam feels like. This certification is designed for consultants responsible for process discovery, modeling, governance, optimization, and business transformation using SAP Signavio. The exam tests your ability to analyze business situations and recommend practical solutions, not simply recall definitions. Let's begin. Scenario 1. Process discovery. Across multiple departments, AI stakeholder. We're preparing for an SAP S/4HANA transformation. Different departments perform the same business processes differently. Documentation is inconsistent and nobody agrees on the current process flow. How would you start? Recommended consultant response. The first objective is establishing a shared understanding of the current state process. I would conduct structured discovery workshops involving key stakeholders from all departments. Using SAP Signavio Process Manager, I would document existing processes, identify variations, collect pain points, and create visual process models. The goal is not immediately redesigning processes. The goal is creating transparency and alignment. AI follow-up. Question: why not start designing the future process immediately? Recommended response. Without understanding the current state, future state designs often ignore operational realities. Current state analysis reveals inefficiencies, compliance risks, duplicate activities, and stakeholder concerns that directly influence future process design. Process discovery reduces transformation risk. Exam. Tip: SAP scenario-based questions often test whether you understand the proper consulting sequence. Discover arrow, analyze arrow, improve arrow, govern, not improve arrow, discover. Scenario 2. Process Standardization Challenge. AI stakeholder. Our procurement teams across regions follow different approval paths. Leadership wants one global process. What would you recommend? Recommended consultant response. I would first evaluate existing process variants and identify common activities. Using SAP Signavio Process Manager, I would compare regional workflows and determine where standardization is possible. However, I would not force complete uniformity. Regulatory requirements, local policies, and business constraints may require controlled variations. AI follow-up. Question: how do you prevent departments from creating their own versions later? Recommended response. Implement process governance. Establish process owners, approval workflows, version control, and change management procedures. Governance ensures long-term process consistency. Exam insight. Many SAP exam tasks focus on balancing global standardization, local flexibility. Consultants must manage both. If you're preparing for this exam, practicing realistic SAP exam simulation scenarios is one of the fastest ways to build confidence. Platforms like Certs Hero provide AI role-play exercises, SAP hands-on practice, flashcards, and exam-oriented scenario training designed around the latest assessment format. Now let's continue with more advanced consulting situations. Scenario 3. Process performance issues. AI stakeholder. Our customer order process takes too long. Customers are complaining. Where would you begin? Recommended consultant response. I would define measurable performance indicators before proposing solutions. Examples include cycle time, rework rate, approval delays, process completion time, SLA compliance. Then I would analyze the process flow to identify bottlenecks and non-value added activities. AI follow-up question. Why not immediately automate the process? Recommended response. Automation should solve validated problems. If the root cause is unclear, automation may simply accelerate an inefficient process. Process analysis must precede optimization. Exam. Tip. In SAP performance-based exam scenarios, avoid jumping directly to technology solutions. Identify root causes first. Scenario 4. Process governance. Breakdown. AI stakeholder. We have process documentation, but nobody follows it. Different teams modify processes without approval. How should we address this? Recommended consultant response. This is primarily a governance issue. I would establish process ownership, change approval procedures, version management, review cycles, stakeholder accountability. Process governance ensures that documented processes remain accurate and controlled. AI follow-up. Question: why is process ownership important? Recommended response. Without ownership, nobody becomes accountable for process quality, compliance, or continuous improvement. Clear ownership creates responsibility and supports sustainable governance. Today, you completed 5 realistic SAP scenario-based questions similar to those used in the new assessment format. Along the way, you practiced process discovery, process standardization, performance analysis, governance management, and transformation planning, the core skills evaluated in SAP hands-on assessments. For more SAP exam simulation videos, explore the SAP certification playlist on this channel. If you'd like additional AI role-play scenarios, mock assessments, flashcards, and practice tasks aligned with the latest exam format, visit certshero.com. Keep practicing, keep thinking like a consultant, and you'll be well prepared when the AI stakeholder starts asking questions in your exam. See you in the next SAP certification training video.